make this work.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it is Dim Dim here. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. I want to do a tutorial on the look that I've been wearing of late. You guys have been asking me, even on Instagram, I've gotten requests to recreate this look on camera. I love it, especially with this hairstyle. I've not been able to enjoy looks like this since before I cut my hair, so I'm really feeling it. It's also very summertime appropriate if you ask me. Some of you in some parts of the world, you're getting more sunlight than usual. Okay, so the weather is slightly hot. Those of us here in Nigeria, I'm sure that you guys are just going to appreciate this because the weather is also mostly always hot here. So I'm just going to get right into it. Okay, first thing that I'm going to do is prime my skin. This is my Too Faced Cooling Matte Perfecting Primer. I'm going to take just this much. Okay, I'm going to apply this all over my face. Next, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm going to use this first to set my brows. That's what I want to do first. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I always do the powder before foundation technique thing. So I'm going to start by setting my brows first. Just apply enough powder, and this is because I'm just oily and my brows, the brow area can also get very oily for me. So with this, my brows are going to last a lot longer. This is my Colourpop brow pencil in Bangin Brunette. I'm going to use this to fill my brows in really quickly. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's this like new brow wax thing that Fenty Beauty is coming out with. It looked so good, and I think it's going to be perfect for my type of brows. Hopefully I can get my hands on it, COVID or not, but until then we're going to use what we're used to. Okay, so after filling in with a pencil, I am going to go in with my ABH Brow Powder Duo in dark brown, I believe. And I'm going to take this darker shade here. I'm going to use it to kind of just set the sparse areas, or just kind of fill in the sparse areas that I have. Okay, so my Maxio Finish Concealer in NW40. I'm going to use this to define my brows, guys. I just have songs like music playing in my head. Like, I've been enjoying the South African house playlist. I think it's called Mzansi House. It's actually a very popular playlist, guys. But I love South African house a lot. Okay, I feel like after Afrobeats, then is South African house for me before any other thing. And then the way these songs flow, fam. So I don't think that I'm going to talk while I do this. So after blending out like the area close to my brows with a small blending brush, like a precise blending brush, I'm going to go in with a fluffier, rounder blending brush. This is a Sigma P82, and I'm going to use this to kind of just like make whatever harsh lines I have disappear. Okay. I'm going to prime my eyes right now. This is my MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base. I'm almost out, so I think I need to go to the MAC store. I might go this evening. So a little goes a long way with this, guys, and it dries clear. That's why I love it so much. But then if you don't have this, or if you don't have an eyeshadow primer period, you can actually prime with a concealer, a matte concealer. Yeah, just make sure that if you're going to be using a concealer, that you set the concealer with some powder. With this, you can actually, you know, not set it. It's just like been designed to not require setting, but I still set it regardless. So going back in with the same translucent powder that I used earlier. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to be using my ABH X Jaackie Aina palette. Okay. Going in with a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to take this shade here called Edges. And I'm going to pop this right into this area here. It's going to serve as a transition color for me. Hold on. Okay, So this is my NYX Jumbo Pencil in French Fries. You can use any type of like sticky eyeshadow base you have for this. This is just nude, and yeah, it's just nude. You can use any other thing you have. It doesn't have to be this one. I'm so used to using French fries that I actually forgot that it wasn't French fries that I was supposed to use. I was supposed to go in with my P. Louise base in Rumor 4. And for this, you don't have to use the P. Louise base. If you have a concealer that is maybe a shade lighter than your skin tone, use that. Okay, so I'm just going to apply this over the NYX base and kind of blend it out because my lids are slightly darker than the rest of my eyes. So just to kind of even things out. And I didn't bring concealer into this area for a reason. I didn't do it on purpose. But then if you really want an even base, what most people will do, or what I'm doing on a normal day, is to kind of take the concealer that I used to define my brow bone area, bring it down into this area and blend it out, you know. And this is just kind of highlighting my lid area a little bit, okay? It's not covering it up completely, but it's kind of highlighting it so that it doesn't look as dark. So moving on, going to go into Jaackie's palette, and I'm going to take this color called Zam, okay? And I'm going to just like press it into that area here. I'm not using a brush because really I don't want to pack this color on. I just want it to just like look very soft in that area and kind of just blend into my crease area. So I don't want it to, because this color packs a punch. It has quite a bit of glitter in it, okay? And then with this, you're going to get a lot of fallout, but this is what I do to kind of minimize the amount of fallout that I get. So I have a spray bottle here with a little bit of water. So what I do is I kind of just spray 1 or 2 times on my finger, and then I dip into this, you know, baby, horale farabale, itori iwoni kolo le mumi jojo le team, hitori iwoni kori more me, obai jo baby imo kori. See guys, I'm singing Intoxicated by Jessie Jaggs. It's been a long time, but my Yoruba is improving. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fluffy brush, just very fluffy, because normally I'll actually do this without going in with a brush, but let me tell you guys what's happening, okay? Dimma went to go and do nails. Dimma can no longer type common text message. Dimma cannot do basic things again. That's what's going on in my life right now. So normally I would have used like the edge of my finger to kind of pat that color into my crease, but guys, this nail is not allowing me to be great. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, something that is very, very fluffy, and kind of blend that color into my crease area. I'm not packing it on. I'm just kind of blending it out. I want it to get into my crease area and kind of just disappear in a very gentle manner. This shade Zam, if you see it in all its glory, if you're using it as an all over like eyelid color fan, it glows like diamonds, shining. But that's not what we're trying to do. You have to be careful with this because there are a lot of fallouts, or you can get a lot of fallouts like I already said, but it's just like the nature of the eyeshadow. Because it sparkles a lot, fam, something has to give. You know what I'm saying? Next, I'm going to go in with a tapered crease brush. This one is from Sigma. Guys, all my brushes are from Sigma. You can shop from Sigma. Use the code DIMMA to get some money off your order, okay? So I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade here called Credit, but I'm going to mix it with this shade here called Ginger because I don't want all of that brown in all the brown glory. I want to dilute it a little bit, okay? So I'm going to start by kind of packing that shade into this area here. Okay, so next thing would be to go in with my Sigma E25 blending brush. I like this brush because it allows me to be very, very precise with color placement in this area. I'm going to use this to kind of drag this color that I've started out by packing here, drag it into this area here, okay? Okay, so everything kind of looks a little bit rough, but don't worry, it's coming together. I'm going to take this white vanilla shade here from my Sigma Warm Neutrals palette, and I'm going to use this to set my tear duct area. I have to do, not tear duct area, my brow bone area, man. I like to do this like at this point, okay? I could have easily done this when I was setting my primer, But you know, I'm so used to doing it now. But guys, it's the same thing. Set it when you're setting your primer. Set it now. The same thing, okay? So I'm just doing that first. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with edges, okay? I'm going to go back in with edges, mix with a little bit of ginger, and I'm going to use this to blend out any hash lines at this point, okay? Everything looks the way that I think I want it to look right now, subtle and nice. I'm going to line my waterline a little bit, but I don't want it to be very dark. Like, just line my waterline lightly. I just realized that I don't have a brown eyeliner. If I did, that would have been perfect for this. Okay, I think that this is enough. I don't want it to be like very, very dark. Some mascara. Okay, this one is from Huda Beauty and it's the Legit Lashes mascara. There are two mascaras in here, but then the one I like to use is the curl and lengthen one, this end here that is slightly curved. So I'm going to use this to just like brush my lashes upwards. I'll go back in with more mascara. I just realized that I didn't apply any color to my tear duct area. Chidema, can you focus, please? Why does it feel like I'm all over the place today? Okay, so before moving on, I'm going to go into this color here called Soleil. I don't know how it's pronounced, but the one that is right on top of Zam, okay? So I'm going to be using this pair of lashes. They're very fluttery, okay? Okay, so told you guys that these were very wispy. So one thing that I want to do now is I want to go in with this Huda Beauty body highlighter in Aphrodite. Just a tiny little bit with this because a little goes a long way. And I'm going to take the brush that it comes with, okay? And I'm going to apply this highlighter, this shiny, glowy highlighter. This sets really quickly and it sets really matte. So I'm going to apply this just all over my face. Happy. My base for this look is going to be a tinted moisturizer. I am not going to be using a foundation. If you really want to use a foundation and you still want this very glowy look, then I'd recommend that you use maybe a luminous foundation, one that works with oily skin, maybe like the ABH one. Okay, so this is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. And I'm going to apply this. The thing I love about this is that one, hyaluronic acid, I always get scared when I have to pronounce that. It's very, very good for your skin, like especially like plumping the skin up, and it works as an anti-aging. I'm trying to get a very good hyaluronic acid serum. I know that, you know, it works amazing for just like reducing the appearance of wrinkles and kind of tackling that as well. But then you don't have to have mature skin or anything to use this. This will leave your face feeling very fresh, but matte as well. I don't think that I've even had, like, this thing controls oil more than a lot of my oil controlling very matte foundations. I'm just going to stipple this all over my face. The coverage you get with this is sheer to medium. So if you want more coverage, then you can just gradually build that yourself, but then just off the boat, what you get with this is sheer to medium, just so you know. My skin is doing so much better now, so I can get away with using something this sheer and then use concealer as I see fit. A lot of people who have done the no foundation, which is kind of popular this time of the year, to be very honest, because of summer, a lot of people who I've seen doing it just use concealers, and that's another route to take if you have like serious hyperpigmentation. But I just love this. Like, I have a tinted moisturizer. I might as well use it. It doesn't sit heavy on the skin at all. I love the way that it feels on my skin. But then most importantly, once this set is set, it controls oil like in the best way. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a concealer that is the same shade as my skin tone. This one is by Too Faced, and this is their concealer, their Born This Way concealer. I'm going to use this in this area here just to conceal this area because I wear glasses and I have some hyperpigmentation here because of the glasses that I wear. So it's not something that I think I'll be rid of until I stop wearing glasses, because I've had these for a very long time. I also have a very little, like, just tiny breakout here, You can do this before or after applying the tinted moisturizer, it doesn't matter. So I'm doing it after, as you guys can see. Take your time and blend it into the rest of the moisturizer. Feel free to use your hand as well. So going to go on ahead and highlight. This is my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Dark 46. Going to contour really quickly. This is my ABH Stick Foundation in Truffle. This is my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in Caramel. Setting the contoured parts of my face. This is my Milani pressed powder in Earth Glow. This is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in medium deep. So while this is happening, I'm going to go in with edges and a little bit of credit, and I'm going to smudge this on my lower lash line just a little bit. So this shade, the same one that I use in my inner corner. So some mascara, the same one I used earlier, the same ends, and I'm going to take my time and apply this on my bottom lashes. Next thing at this point would be blush. So for this particular look, I'm going to mix two blushes. So this is from MAC, Raizin, of course. And then this is a brighter, like, orangey shade. And this is from Florrie Roberts. And this is in Papaya Punch. Okay, so I'm going to start out with Raizin, because this is like my everyday blush. And over that, I'm going to take Papaya Punch. So my highlighter for this look is from ABH, and this one is in Sunset Aura, and it's a loose highlighter. To finish this look up, I am going to use two lip colors. Should I change my outfit? I feel like I should change my dress and then come back for this part. So let me change my dress and then do my lip color. Okay, so I'm going to use two lipsticks. The first one is by Pat McGrath, and it is the matte lipstick. It's the matte trans lipstick in Vendetta 028. I just have to say that this is the first like matte red lipstick that I say that I have used out of the two that gives you a finish, for me personally, that gives me a finish that is very similar to matte liquid lipsticks, but then it's very easy to reapply. I just like the formula. Okay, I like the formula because it's not very easy to reapply liquid lipsticks. It's very easy to reapply this one, but then it has a very powdery matte finish. And Candy Venom is a very, very bright pink. Okay, this is a sample. It's like a short Mademoiselle lipstick. I don't know if you guys can see this. I hope it's focused, but this is a very like small sample. It's not full size. They gave me this when I bought a couple of Mademoiselle lipsticks at a Sephora sometime last year in Italy, I believe. So going to start out with the Pat McGrath lipstick. I'm not lining my lips or anything. I'm just going to apply this straight up. This is such a gorgeous red. If you want to stop here, I completely understand. But I want it to look a lot more like bluish. Like I love bluish red lipsticks. So that's the reason why I'm going in with this pink. And I'm just going to apply this on the center. The difference is probably not very obvious to some of you, but I like it a lot better now. Honestly believe that this look is complete at this point, but I'm going to take this powder from my Flawless IV, just a little bit of it, and apply it here in this area here, just to open up my eyes a little bit more. This is something I started doing recently after I saw someone do it here on YouTube, and I actually like it. And I can get away with doing it with this powder because this particular powder is so soft. Like, it's so soft, okay? It feels like I don't have, like, you know when you apply foundation all over and it sets, that's like an extra layer. That layer is completely missing. And the tinted moisturizer just feels like a moisturizer on the skin. Doesn't even feel like I have anything on the skin. My face almost looks airbrushed right now, and I love it. And it lasts, guys. This whole thing will last for you. I've been doing it for a while now and I love it. So this is a finished look. This is the look that I've been rocking of late. I wear it with different bold colors. Like, it works with every bold lip color that you can think of. And what else again do I like about this? I also like wear this like with nude like lip combos or glosses. Looks amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. Let me know what type of video you'd like to see next. I'll see you guys in my next one.